What's up, guys? Max here, and wanted to do another episode of Real Talk on this very specific day, which is Thanksgiving, especially in the States. I know a lot of you guys have had Thanksgiving over the past couple of months and so, and I hope you had a good holiday. But today I think is an excellent time to kind of reflect on a few things, especially with kind of related to the stuff that's going on. We hit 75,000 followers on the Twitch channel, as well as almost 275,000 followers on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing. I find myself to be in the amazing, luxurious commodity of being able to make a thank you video in regards to the stuff that I do for videos and live streaming pretty frequently now. And all I can say is thank you again, but in combination of that, this Real Talk episode, I kind of wanted to talk about taking things for granted and things kind of related to that. Us as people that like video games, that enjoy playing video games, kind of like get soaked into their worlds, their craft, and their stories, and you kind of forget about the things that are around you. And this absolutely happened to me. I played certain games way too much way back in the day. During my college years, I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI, and my entire world was that. There was so many times where I would grow up and feel like one of these days my life is going to start. One of these days my life is going to start. Someday I'm going to be doing something I really love doing. And I was going to school, I was working, but my entire motivation I felt for a living was to like get back home to play like a video game, like Final Fantasy XI Online. And something else gave me proper motivation to actually go forward and do better stuff and try to get better work and jobs and meet people that are in the industries that I really wanted to be a part of. And that was my wife Jessica, and she's the one that actually motivated me, and she's easily the one that I can give thanks for almost more than anything in my entire life. Anytime I get the luxury of like making these videos or live streaming or something like that, I cannot even tell you how rich I feel. And I don't mean like, you know, that fat cash. No, I mean like actually having an audience of people look and care about what you do. They want to know what you're making next. They want to know if you're going to bring something back from the past. They want to know what game you're going to be playing. And I think that's absolutely amazing. And it's something that I, for some reason, felt like I would always be a part of my entire life. I just never knew how I would get there. And somehow through the process of the thing you're watching right now, which is YouTube and Twitch and all this stuff, it actually happened. And all I can say is thank you guys. Honestly, my audience and the people that watch the videos I do and the people that support me on Twitch to actually produce these live action shows, to make this amazing kind of like studio where I can bring in a multitude of friends and we can share the experience of video games are fun and fighting games are awesome with as many people as possible is directly related to you and you watching. So really, guys, all I can say is thank you for that, and it's something that I will never take for granted. What I kind of wanted to convey in here, like I said, as gamers, we take some things for granted sometimes when you get sucked into these worlds, and really don't take for granted the people that are around you. Don't take for granted everything you have, because I'll tell you right now, even when I was growing up and working part-time and going to school full-time, and pretty much all I had was my girlfriend and drawing, kind of, I felt like life could not get any better, that I actually have it great, and if it was like this for the rest of my life, I would be totally okay with that. So all I'll say, guys, is appreciate what you have now, especially considering that anything can change at any moment. We learned a harsh lesson with friends in the community earlier this year with some pretty cool guys, that things can just drastically switch in any direction, and it's precious. This Real Talk kind of focuses on the fact that don't take things for granted, because I feel like I did at a few points in my life, and I kind of never will again. But again, to everybody that has been supportive, everyone that leaves comments on the videos, everyone that watches, leaves thumbs ups, are critical, send me messages on Twitter. Really, guys, I feel like it's my motivation. It's not just the fact that I have to keep like either making videos on YouTube, albeit when I'm doing crazy stuff like working on Killer Instinct, or you know, making Twitch streams and having that to be like a focus to do live streams every once in a while, that you're consistently there and consistently watching, and that's something that I can't ever take for granted. In combination of this year, I have a few other people that I'd like to be super thankful for. The team at Double Helix. Since the year before, I didn't get a chance to thank them wholeheartedly, but really they did something amazing for me in my life, and something that I've always loved very, very, very dearly. And they let me cover Killer Instinct on a very personal level with them. And to kind of coordinate with that, Microsoft and Iron Galaxy at the same time not making me officially a part of the crew is something that I can be eternally thankful for, because that's a dream job. That's something that I've told you guys about before in the past, and it's I can't even imagine it's true. I'm still focusing so hard on what I need to get done that it still hasn't really hit me, and it'll probably hit me after it's over. The other people I'd like to thank a huge amount for are the folks that actually gave us time at their tournaments and events across the entire United States. Adam Hart, Keats in Chicago, we did a panel there. It was amazing actually going out to Chicago for the first time in my entire life. Alex Jabali, who had his tournament CEO in Florida, or in Orlando specifically, and that was just freaking awesome. It's genuinely amazing to meet the people that I never get to see and actually have them show up and being able to talk to people. Like, I actually talk to them one-on-one, and those are the faces I don't forget. I cannot forget a face. I might be terrible with names, but I'll never take that for granted, that I can actually see the people that watch the stuff that we do. And of course, anyone that showed up to our panel at EVO. We had the biggest panel at EVO this year, I believe, and I could not believe how many people were there. Thank you, dudes, so much. It's immediately humbling and extremely satisfying that I can actually do something that keeps people interested in something that I like so much. And that if it comes down to it where, you know, I'm not going to take for granted that I'm so good at fighting games. I definitely kind of make fun of that, because I don't feel like I'm great at this stuff. I feel like I'm only okay. But I do feel that if I can convey something to you, which is the love or passion for something, like, I freaking love this stuff. And if you get that, then that's kind of all I ask, and it appears that a few of you guys have, so that's about it for me. I don't want to get too sappy with you dudes. I gotta go out for the entire evening and spend time with the families. So I appreciate it, and I'll be back with a lot of stuff that I've been putting a lot of work into over the past week or so, and you'll know about it very soon. As always, guys, my name is Maximilian, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and thanks to Benny. Benny, I didn't forget you!